Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Poppin' Off. I am your host, Pd PopOff. And again today, we got Key. We got Key as he, the Polynesian Punisher, the Mexican maniac, uh, the taco truck tyrant. Key is he. You're goddamn right, dude. The legend of Key is he keeps adding, dude, with every taco truck that he comes upon.
That's right.
You're goddamn right. And today,
Not
dude,
negotiable.
not at all. It's all tied into safety, dude. We do not negotiate with terrorists. We do not negotiate with safety. So yeah, dude, we're just driving down the road and we got chopping it up about just going down memory lane and just some of the the nonsense that I've done. Like I have a thing with antagonizing people. I like trolling people. I like pushing buttons. I like seeing how much I can get away with. I like pranking people, scaring people. It's fun. It's harmless. And we were talking about one of our coworkers who no longer works with us, and some of the things I've done to him. And just off of that, I started going down memory lane, and I was like, dude, this is a podcast episode, so we're gonna go tit for tat, and yeah, hopefully you guys are entertained. With the coworker, I'll briefly rehash it. We had a coworker who was not cool with pranks, who was not cool with the bullshit. But I didn't find out he was not cool with the shit until he had a full fledged chimp out on me, dude. And one of the things I used to do was we had a cardboard cutout of Michael Jordan in the office, and I would put that in his office. So when he'd come in the morning, he'd see that silhouette, and it would scare the shit out of him. I got him with that a few times. He was not a fan. I would I would take like the keys off of his keyboard and like hide them around his office. So when he would like have to type up reports, he'd have to find the keys to his keyboard, put them back on. Um, I would leave. I would slightly move the ink cartridge out of the printer, so like the printer wouldn't print correctly, and then he'd have to open it and see like, oh, the ink cartridge is lifted. But the coup de grace, the kill shot, what really made him freak out was he left his lunch pail unattended, and it wasn't open. Just the part of the zipper was like slightly unzipped. So I took the batteries out of his computer mouse, and I put I slipped the batteries into his lunch pail. I moved his pens. I turned his keyboard upside down and unplugged everything from his computer. Not everything, just the mouse, the dongle, and the keyboard. And he had a full-fledged freak out, whole full-fledged chimp out on me, dude. He went to HR. He threatened to beat me up. He lost his composure, man. In hindsight, I probably went a little too far. It was all harmless. I mean, he did shit to me. He fucked with my truck. Like it was tit for tat. It was back and forth. Like it wasn't just me one-sided bullying him. Like he would fuck with my truck, and I would laugh at him, be like, "All right, I'm gonna get you back. I got you, dude." It was harmless, man. And then one day he just fucking lost his composure on me, dude. He no longer works with us, not because of that, but because he kept losing his composure on people. Um, he kept losing his composure on customers, on other drivers, and then finally on management. So it makes me think like, is it the chicken or the egg? Did I push him past the brink to where he just start freaking out on everybody? Or was this already like a problem? I guess the world will never know. But, you know, to our ex coworker, I salute you. I am sorry. I told you ad nauseum I was sorry that it was just harmless pranks that, I thought we were both in on it, considering he was doing stuff to me too. So that that was that was the precipice for this topic. And yeah, me and Key, we just talking about shit we did as kids or as grown adult men child. Yeah, dude, like, yeah, man. I don't know. For me, dude, like my target was always my dad or my mom.
Mm.
I trolled my dad to his breaking point. Yeah, like now that I'm going through the Rolodex in my head, dude, I troll people till they're to their breaking point. You've even told me, dude, it's a talent.
It is. It is a talent. You get somebody that worked up, they're ready to turn this truck into a killdozer.
I don't. I did make another grown man cry once by just trolling
Yeah.
him. That was not my proudest moment. I'm still not proud of that moment.
Yeah.
And if I'm being honest, I wasn't even trolling him. He pissed me off. He pissed me off.
It started as a troll and just
Right.
went south.
Yeah. He pissed me off. Well, and that's the thing is he was trying to troll me, I think.
Yeah.
And then it kind of went south, and then I started attacking some vulnerabilities of his. And I've never heard a grown man freak out like that before.
Yeah. You made it personal stuff.
Yeah, I got what was coming to me. I mean, like, let's just be honest. I got what was coming to me, right? Like,
What comes around's all around.
yeah, dude.
You gotta learn through denial and error.
I think one of my greatest all-time trolls on my dad, though, if I'm being honest, was when I was a kid living in the trailer park. This was right when the dishes, like satellite dishes, came out for commercial or for residential use.
Mm.
My dad got a satellite TV. He got a big screen TV. Like he went all out. He was like, yeah, like he was getting some entertainment. You know what I mean?
Right.
And he was setting it up. And this is back in the day where you had to go outside and manually move the dish. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Like, bro, Willie Pops, he'd been at this shit for like almost 2 hours, dude. Oh, it still makes me giggle thinking about it. Oh, and I didn't tell you, he bought a brand new leather couch, brand new big screen TV, and the satellite dish. And he's fiddle fucking around with the satellite dish, and I have the remote. So what he doesn't see is every time that he comes in to see if it's gotten the signal, I'll either turn the TV off or I'll flip the
Oh
channel up.
shit.
So he really has no idea what's going on at this point. He's like, "What the fuck?" Like he's not happy, dude. He's not happy. And my mom, she ain't shit either, dude, because she was in on it the whole time. She's in the kitchen. She sees exactly what I'm doing, dude. And mom, dude, I love her to death. She's in tears, dude, like trying to restrain herself because she sees that Willie Pops is frustrated, which is already funny. She sees that I'm fucking with him, which is even more funny to her. My mom fucking rats me out because it's gone on, like, I'm not exaggerating, Key. It's gone on for at least an hour at this point. Like, he
Oh
had been
no.
fucking with it for about 2 hours. For the first hour, it was legit. The second hour was me fucking with him. He sees that I got the remote and he sees that I'm fucking with it. Dude, he lost all composure, dude. He fucking snatches the remote out of my hand, throws it at me, misses. It shatters against the wall. To his brand new TV, he breaks the remote. He gets
Yep.
up, he grabs the cable wire for the satellite receiver to the TV, you know, the thick cable cords,
Yep. Yep. Yep.
and he tries to whip me with it. Like he slings it at me like he's trying, like I'm fucking, like I'm Kunta Kinte. He tries to fucking give me a lash, dude. But I was a
Hit you
young,
with that Django.
oh yeah, dude, I was a young, spry young man, dude. I fucking dodged that shit quick. It hit the couch, and he put a fucking cut in his brand new leather couch.
Oh no.
Dude.
This is getting worse and worse.
Oh, dude, it got so bad. This man chased me out of the goddamn trailer, dude. I didn't come back inside to that trailer for a good few hours, man. I went outside. I went into his truck because he would park the truck at the house.
Uh,
Smoked a few of his cigarettes. You know what I mean?
oh
Came,
yeah.
came back inside when the lights were dark. I was like, all right, I think it's safe to return, dude. Oh, dude, that's just one. That's just one story, dude. Like, there's no question in my mind he's a saint. Ah, good times, dude.
Oh yeah. It's like I don't know if I necessarily. I didn't do a lot of trolling back then, but I just did a lot of dumb shit.
I don't know what you got.
Like
Impress me.
stealing my neighbor's car when I was in 8th grade and taking it for a joyride through town. Yeah, I drove by the skate park where, my other buddies were skateboarding and shit. And here I am in 8th grade just rolling up in a Corvette.
Oh
And there's like,
no.
yeah, it was a 90, I want to say it was like a 95 Corvette, like all white in pristine condition, just pristine. So and here's the thing. My neighbor said he was going out of town for a few days. He's like an older gentleman, lived by himself.
Yeah.
He's cool as hell. Like I'd go over there, he'd give me Playboy magazines and shit, so I can, grease my little weasel. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, dude.
Like he's a cool old guy. So he told me like, yeah, I'm going out of town if you want to take it for a spin. And I think I might have took that a little bit too literally. So I did. I took it for a spin.
In 8th grade,
During the
dude.
day. Yeah, in 8th grade. 8th grade. And then I went and parked it. And then that night I snuck out of the house and took it for another joyride.
Oh shit.
At which point I swerved to avoid hitting a rabbit, and I spun out and landed it in a ditch.
Oh shit, dude.
Like 1 in the morning.
How fast were you
Fine.
going?
I was doing about 140 top speed.
No.
And then I slowed it down to about 60, 65, and then that's when I swerved and lost control. I spun out about 3 or 4 times and then slid into the ditch.
Oh, dude, you're so lucky.
Oh yeah, dude, the car was going so fast it was starting to like teeter. Like it was doing side to side, like teetering.
Yeah.
Because I was going so fucking fast. And then I slowed it back down. So once I'm in the ditch now, I'm in the middle of the country. I am like not far from my parents' house because they live in the country. Luckily, I'm trying to get the car in the ditch. I'm spinning. Like I'm in mud.
Spinning your wheels,
straight
right?
mud in the ditch. Yeah.
Damn.
Luckily, they came out and the neighbors came out. And I was like, yeah, I swerved to try to avoid hitting an animal. And they clearly know, like, I'm big for an 8th grader, but they know I have no business driving a car being out that late.
Especially a Corvette.
Yeah, so luckily they helped me out. They fucking chained that shit up. And they pulled that motherfucker out. It was covered in mud. Covered in mud.
Was it damaged too? Like from the spin out?
It started up and it ran and drove. I couldn't tell there was anything wrong with it, so I went back. I spent about 30, 45 minutes trying to spray that motherfucker down with the hose to get all the mud and shit out. Didn't do enough job because when he came back, he clearly noticed something was wrong. Called the cops. The cops
Oh, your neighbor did?
Oh, yeah. Called the cops. My mom had to go and pick me up from school and take me over there. And they baited me with the we got your fingerprints all over the car trick. And, I was just a kid, so I was like, I fessed up. And, yeah, he took the car to a shop to
hot coffee.
Assess the damage at almost $5,000 in damages.
Oh, wow, dude.
Yeah. And when I tell you I got an ass whooping of the century.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking ass whooping of the century.
Oh, I'm sure, man. I'm sure Pops left no stone unturned.
Dude. The thing he was most mad is that I tried to lie about it at first.
Yeah.
It made him look bad because he went to bat for me. He's
Right, like
like,
he
no, there's
defended
no.
you.
He's like, no, there's no way he'd do something that stupid.
Little
Little
do
did
you
he
know,
know.
Dad. Yeah, little do you
Little
know.
do you know. And so, oh man.
Little do you know,
But
Dad, I am the
well
champion of
deserved,
stupids.
well deserved asshole. And you know that was not the first time. I took the family car out multiple times in 8th grade. 7th grade, I think I did it as early as 6th grade. I would sneak out all the time, and sometimes
It's
I
not your
got
fault,
caught.
dude.
I was just being a fucking menace, being a
Yeah, you had the
retard.
need for speed, dude.
Yeah.
I had to
And
push
then
you to the
eventually,
danger zone, dude.
eventually once I got like 15, 16, my buddies would have their own cars, and so then I could sneak out and go jump in their shit.
Yeah. I remember I did that trick a few times in 9th grade. And like my dad, dude, God love him, dude. He's bougie as it comes, right? Like the man has no respect for money. None. And I get it. Like, he was a poor immigrant from Puerto Rico, lived in Williamsburg, like he didn't come from much, dude. He didn't come from anything really. So like he
Right.
has no respect for money. And his philosophy has always been, like I work too hard to not enjoy the fruits of my labor.
Yeah.
And I get that, right? Like I totally do. And like he's even raised me to think like that occasionally. So like he always spends like very grandiose. Like I remember, I think it was like my 9th or 10th grade year. Like he bought a brand new dude, Camaro Z28, with the T tops,
Yep.
jet black. I mean, dude, he was ripping and running, dude. That was his baby. And like my dad's particular with his shit, like straight dad vibes. Like he knows how many miles are on it. Plus, he's a truck driver.
Yeah.
So he knows how many miles on it. He knows when it goes in for a PM, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Him and my mom went on vacation, and I was left. I was like, hey, like, no parties. You can stay home, but don't fuck around, dude. No parties. But they never said not to touch the cars. Yeah, dude. So,
It's a loophole.
yeah, exactly, dude. Like, hey, who, me? Who, me? You didn't say that. So I remember I must have been my 10th grade year because I had a parking spot at the school. Like I had my number. And I was going to take his Camaro, and I remember I started it up because I learned how to drive on a manual.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, I got this. I started that fucking car up, dude. And, the V8 in it it scared me, dude. I was like, whoa. And like I revved the engine. I was like, nope. Like God was watching over me that day because I was like, nope. Like it did. I was like, dude, Pete, you already know your little weasel's gonna get fucking rock hard with this shit, dude. You're gonna push it to the limit. You're gonna kill yourself for somebody else. Like, do not take dad's car, dude. Don't do it. So I cut the car off and I was like, well, you know what? I'll take mom's Camry. They bought the two cars. Like, mom got a brand new Camry, he got a brand new Camaro. Like, this was after his or his truck accident, so they came into quite a chunk of money, and they were
Right.
spending pretty opulently, man. I took mom's Camry, dude. One of the other top 10 scary moments of my life, dude. I'm cruising down Main Street, jamming my music, thinking I'm the shit, dude. Wasn't paying attention. Almost slammed, dude. Almost fucking slammed into somebody. I mean, dude, I jammed those brakes so hard, she definitely had to get her brakes redone when she came home, dude. Like, it was bad. And, she said no parties, dude. But, we're going to have a party. Like, I don't give a shit. We're going to have a party, dude. And I remember, dude, I denied it because they got home. My dad checked. First thing he did, checked his mileage. Okay. Mom checked her Camry. She didn't check the mileage, but she knew that the positioning was off. Did you touch the car? I'm like, yeah, yeah. I'm like, I had to move it out of the way because I was mowing the grass. Dude,
Yeah.
wasn't mowing any grass. Yeah, I got to mow. I moved it out of the way because I was mowing the grass. I didn't want any rocks to kick up and damage the cars. Dude, I didn't mow any grass. The shit was fucking long enough for a goat to eat. She's like, okay. So she entertained it. She didn't call me out on it, but she knew I was bullshitting.
Yeah.
And here's the kicker, bro. She comes in, she goes, Peter. I'm like, what? I told you no parties. We didn't have a party. Well, who'd you have over? I didn't have nobody over. Because I made sure that we cleaned up, dude. And it wasn't like a huge
Right.
party. It was maybe like, I don't know, 15, 20 people.
Right.
It wasn't huge. We cleaned up. No trace, right? Well, one of the chicks at the party left her goddamn used rag in the garbage in the bathroom.
Oh, fuck.
You didn't have anybody over. No, I had nobody over, Mom. Not anybody. Not anybody, Mom. Nobody. It's just been me and the cat. She goes, oh, well, since when did you start menstruating? I'm like, what? What do you mean? She goes, yeah, when did you get your period? And I was like, what the fuck? And I'm like, well, who the fuck are you talking to? Like, what are you talking? Like, I thought she was popping shit, dude. I was like, who the fuck are
Yeah.
you talking to? What are you talking about? She shows me. I'm like, fuck. So, like, I didn't know what to say, dude. So I was like, all right, all right. Truth is I had a girl over. I'm still, dude, I was holding fed, dude. I was holding steadfast, dude. I'm not admitting to a party. Yeah, no, I had a girl over. You know, thought I could get away with it that way. She goes out into the goddamn garage, dude. Fucking my homeboy Anthony, who's my best man at my wedding, like that's my boy, that's my brother. Motherfucker, he put all the beer cans and everything in the goddamn garbage can, dude. He didn't fucking take the garbage bag out with him like he was supposed to, bro.
Oh,
Mom goes out there,
shit.
dude. There's a whole fucking garbage can filled with Keystone Ice and fucking Stoli and goddamn Smirnoff. And she goes, didn't have a party, huh? And I'm like, no. I'm like, it was just me and her. She's like, get the fuck out of my face, dude. Yeah. Caught dead to rights, dude. And we were going good too, but it was like just one chink in the chain, dude, and the whole armor started crumbling, dude.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
Hate
dude.
to
It
see it.
started with the mower, or started with the Camry and mower, then to the fucking used fucking rag in the goddamn trash can. Dude, yeah, dude, she was like a detective, dude. She knew something wasn't right, dude. She was gonna catch me no matter what.
Yeah. And that's the best part about it is looking back. It's like, I know my parents knew the bullshit I was getting into.
100%.
They just didn't say it all the time, whether they just didn't have the energy to deal with it or
Bingo.
like the main thing was if I got up the next day and took care of my shit,
Yep.
I never would hear anything about it. But if I was like too hungover to fucking do anything,
Oh, you
then
heard
I
about it.
would hear. Yep.
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 And like as a dad now to a 20-year-old, a 17-year-old, and a 13-year-old, you are 100% right. My parents, they 100% knew what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way that they're that stupid because they're not. My parents are far from it.
Yep.
They just, like my dad always says, whenever we reminisce, he's like, yeah, he's like, just because I never called you out on your bullshit didn't mean I was buying it either.
Yep.
And like, I get it. I know when my kids are full, dude. I know when my kids are full of shit. There's just
Mm-hmm.
like like you know your kids so well, you know all their tells.
Right.
And it's like, I don't have the time or energy. Okay, cool. You're vaping. All right, be safe. I don't give a shit. I told you not to. All I'm asking you is not lie to me.
Right.
That's all I'm asking. I'm not going to be mad. I might be disappointed, but the only reason I'm disappointed is because you're not doing what I want you to do. But here's the deal is you're your own person. You're going to do what you're going to do. It's not about me. Just be safe, be respectful, have respect for yourself and others. Like that's all I ask. Like At a certain age, I can't fucking control them. They're their own person,
Right.
you know. And like with one of my kids in vaping, like I know you're vaping. Don't lie to me because now it's like light them up, dude.
Well, yeah, they parked in front of the fucking container. Out of the
Because
way.
now it's, you know, when you're lying to me, it's almost like you're insulting my intelligence. Like, yo, you really think I'm fucking retarded? Like, you think I'm one of your
Yeah,
retarded little friends? Like, don't fucking lie to me, bro.
yeah, that was my pop's biggest thing. Don't fucking lie, because he had some shit go down in his previous marriage,
Oh,
and
really?
ever since then, shit about lying. Yeah, his ex-wife's son
Oh,
was,
okay, yeah.
you know, just pulled some bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, you don't got to get into the specifics, but I'm pretty sure I get where you're going, dude. Yeah, that's like some crazy. Like, the ex-wife's son said some crazy shit, didn't he?
Yeah, yeah,
That's nasty work,
involving
dude.
money and shit, and yeah, scheming and scamming, basically.
Yup. And you know that
So,
kind of shit can ruin somebody's reputation, dude. Like even today, dude. And like I'm not saying this about your pops, but I'm saying like in today's world and in today's climate, you see it all the time. You know, somebody says, "Oh, he raped me," or "Oh, he touched me," or "He
yeah,
sexually assaulted me," and it's like, bro, in today's world, you are guilty by public opinion, and that could ruin you. I mean, you might be innocent in a court of law, but that takes a while to get to that point after that
yeah.
accusation's been made, bro. And it's like,
And even still, sometimes after that, there's you won't bounce back.
yeah, like that one baseball player you were telling me about.
Yeah, Trevor Bauer, he's still not in the fucking MLB. It's been
And
like
that's
3 or 4
crazy.
years now. He's a former Cy Young winner.
They ruined that young man's life, dude.
Yep.
Ruined him. Ruined him. His best years of ball are gone. He can never reclaim that.
Hmm.
And that's why, you know, I even tell my son, like, hey, man, you know, I got love for women. I love women. They're not all terrible like that, but you got to pick and choose the right ones.
You
Like,
see, like that's a perfect transition. You seen the shit that's going on with Shannon Sharp right now?
yeah, buddy.
Whew.
I don't know
Hey,
all I know is the allegations. I don't know any of the specifics. I don't know nothing. All I know are the allegations, and I saw the picture of the chick, and I'm just like, damn, like she's not even good looking like that. Like her face looks like her face looks like that goddamn chick from the HBO show Last of Us.
yeah.
Like she looks fucking kind of stupid. She looks stupid, dude. You know, and I'm like, damn, like you're out here thirsting for shit like that. Like I get it. She's got a great looking body.
Oh yeah.
Great looking body, but her face is ugly as fuck, dude. But then again, that's just my personal preference, dude. Like, you got a gross face, bitch. Don't look at me. Don't even look at me, dude. I'm trying to stay hard out here, and when you fucking gaze into my eyes, you're making me go softer than my fucking ice cream, dude. Don't look at me. Ugh. So what are the like? What's the specifics behind the allegation? Is that he?
She's claiming that he raped her,
Oh
but
shit.
there's a bunch of text messages that came out, and they were having like a mutual affair. And she's saying like, "Oh, I want that big black dick in me. Put a black baby in me. I
Oh,
want
well,
you
who?
to
Yeah, who doesn't,
tie
bro?
me up and fuck me and
Yeah,
this
no.
that."
I mean, I get that. Who doesn't? You know?
But then there's also text where she's like, "I," it's just like, "I didn't want you to put it in my ass, but you did anyway. No means
Yeah, well, I
no
mean,
matter what our history."
you know, listen, to Uncle Shannon's defense, dude, in the heat of the moment, you know, when you're talking that provocative to me, it like, oops, who me?
Yeah. Then there's like a video, there's an audio recording. Like she clearly set him up with it. Like she was baiting him into like getting a reaction, and she did get a reaction. He's like, "You say that one more time, I'm gonna fucking choke you out next time I see you."
That's right, dude. He's got his white belt with a few stripes on it. I respect it, dude. I respect it, dude. He's got his white belt. He'll choke you right the fuck out, dude.
But Shannon said he's got like plenty of text message proof. He's like, yeah, I got fucking recordings of us fucking. Like, if you guys want to see, it's all mutual. I'll show it to you. I'll show whatever you guys want to see. I'll show it to you.
Well, and see, like that's the thing, right, dude? Like text messages can be taken out of context so easily because in the heat of the moment, you're going back and forth, back and forth. Who's to say that she didn't want it in her butt, dude? Who's to
Yeah.
say that in the heat of the moment she wasn't turned on and it went in there? But then in hindsight, she sends a text like, you don't know the context. She could have been like, hey, and I told you not to put it in there. No means no, motherfucker. What time are you coming over? Like, dude, I can't tell you how many conversations I've had with my wife about that. Not
Yeah.
about butt sex, but like, hey, you weren't supposed to do that, but you did it anyway. And I'm like, yeah, but you liked it. She's like, that's besides the point. Bring home a fucking loaf of bread. Like,
Yeah. So I don't know. I mean, he seems pretty confident. He said he's got way more proof than she does. And All Reliable definitely came out. He's like, this lawyer is notorious for targeting black men with fraud cases. It's the same lawyer that tried to do the Jay Z rape case and stuff. So
oh, it's that lawyer?
it's that lawyer, same lawyer.
Yeah,
So he's like,
dude.
this is
Because it's
just a
easy
cash
money.
grab.
That's what it is. It's easy money. They go after celebrities with that's easy money. It's an easy way to get paid because it's like, hey, I'll make these allegations up, you'll settle, I'll get paid. Or do you want to drag
Yep.
this out and
But here's the
ruin
thing.
your
Apparently,
reputation? And
she turned down a $10 million settlement. She wants to take this all the way. She wants the full 50 million.
really,
Yeah, she did. He tried to settle in, like
yeah,
through a mediator
yeah,
about a month ago for 10 million. She said no.
shit,
But it's like, here's the thing. My opinion on this: it should go through criminal trial first before you
a
get a
hundred
civil
percent.
suit. If this is what you claim it is, you should go through criminal suit. It needs to be criminal first and then civil,
Well, and I
not
agree,
just
man.
straight to civil because I don't trust any of you.
No,
You're
I
a
agree.
fucking greedy OnlyFans grubby whore.
Yeah, dude, and we've seen it throughout history, like throughout modern history.
Multiple times. Like
A lot of times, dude.
it sucks to say, but these modern age women, you're making fucking women look bad.
Oh,
You're
I mean,
putting
you're
bad
making real
perspective out
women look
there.
bad. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like, I'm
yeah,
pretty sure that this is not what the women's suffrage movement was about. I'm pretty sure
yeah,
this is not what feminism is about. But I tend to agree with you 110%, dude. Like, especially with the shit that happened with Trump, with Conor McGregor. You, like, those are the two that really come to mind because they were like recent. But I mean, there's a ton more. But you know, with Trump, you could say all that. I mean, even Bill Clinton, you could say all of that. That doesn't necessarily mean it happened, right? The only people that know the truth are the two parties involved. And
right,
I'm of the opinion, just like you, like, hey, man, there needs to be a criminal suit, right? Like, if this person is convicted of that crime, then 120%, dude, hit him with the civil suit and take that scumbag for everything he's got.
right,
But, you know, not everybody has integrity. A lot of people, they are just in it for the cash grab. Like that chick that tried to do it with Jay Z. Once she saw Jay Z wasn't backing down, she said, "Oh shit, okay, we're gonna drop it."
yep,
But to counter that, because it's a weird proposition, because how can you have a criminal suit against something that happened when there's no more evidence, right? So it's like, well, this happened several years ago, but all evidence is destroyed, or it's no longer, you can't do a rape kit or whatever the case is. Well, then how do you pursue that, right? I guess men just need to be a little bit more proactive and do the old CYA,
yep,
cover your ass. And I think the only way to really counter that is there needs to be punishment for the plaintiff. So like, let's say a female tries saying that you raped her or you did something, whatever the case is, but you really didn't. Well, if they decide, okay, you know, Key's got all the evidence that I didn't, and I'm not going to be able to get any money, so I'm just going to drop the suit. No, 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 no. You can't just drop the suit. If you drop the suit, now it's going to be slander, libel, defamation, all that shit, dude. Now, there needs to be some kind of penalty so people just aren't so willy-nilly and freely making these seriously egregious and damaging accusations. And I don't think libel and defamation's enough, man. I say pin them to the goddamn wall, dude. Either that
Yeah.
or fucking do the act to him. Like, hey, you said this is what I did. I'm getting mines, dude. I'm getting mines, dude. If you said I did it, now I got. Hey, if I'm gonna shell out 10 million because you said I did this, that, and the third, I'm getting my money's worth now. Fuck you.
Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't. That's a joke. I wouldn't. You know, I wouldn't really like. It's not good legal advice, kids. Don't listen to that.
Yeah, it's fine.
But there needs to be some kind of punishment, dude. Like that Bryce. What's his name? Bryce what?
Trevor Bauer?
Or Trevor Bauer. That's right.
Yeah.
There needs to be some kind of punishment, dude. Like you just took the kid's best years away from him playing ball. Cost him how much money? How much of his career?
He had a $50 million contract, I think.
Yeah, dude. It
He
just
was once the highest paid pitcher, I think.
it just doesn't seem like it's justice, dude.
Yeah,
And
I
that's the
mean,
kind of shit
and
that'll make
it's
an unreasonable man do, or a reasonable man do unreasonable things, dog. Like
and
we
it
joke
went all
about it,
through the
but
courts. It took a couple of years. Once the court cases were done, he was able to fully. So what he did was he did it smart. So he was found not guilty in all the cases. Then he sued her and won that case. And by him suing her, he was able to release all of the evidence. So then he went on his YouTube page and released all the evidence, all the text messages, everything. I mean, it was blatant as all could be. It
damn,
was a
so he was
cash grab,
cooked.
and they still, yeah. And people still hold on to that, like, oh, he's a rapist, this and that. They're proven it's not.
Yeah, should have
But
get off the pot, dude.
the damage has already been done, you know?
Yeah,
Huh?
it's hard to come back from accusations like that, dude. It's definitely hard to come back from those kinds of accusations, dude. Dude, that's rough. That's nasty work, man.
Nasty is the nasty word.
Mm. But yeah, over here at Pop Off Productions, we don't promote rape, dude. We don't promote rape. We don't condone it. We don't promote it. We're not fans of rape, dude. Genuine rape. Like where you're holding some bitch down or some dude down and you're fucking him and against his will. Like nah. But like, if we're having intercourse and you're talking dirty and it goes in your butt, dude, you're not calling that rape, dude. No, not by my standards. You're not calling that rape, dude. I will not comply to that, dude. All right, we were just checking out your freak fucking factor. Not a fan of it? Okay, we won't do it anymore.
The comments were pretty funny. They're like, yeah, poor old Unc was out there
Playing
playing
in
in
the
the mud
mud.
without his raincoat.
I'm like, not for nothing, Unc, but she not even good looking, dog.
Yeah.
She's really not, dude. Like,
Here's the thing.
hell of a
Monique
body.
was on the podcast. Monique was on his podcast a couple months ago. She
Oh, I
told
can't
him the
stand
same
that bitch,
exact
dude.
shit. She was actually cooking though. She's like, if you don't find you an older, fat woman who likes to bake cakes and sit your old ass down somewhere, she's like, you can't be messing with these young girls. He did say straight up. People
Hey,
will put that in there, put it on Twitter. Like, you're too damn old to be messing with these 20-year-olds, you know?
yeah. I mean, she ain't. I get. I'm not a fan of Monique. I'm really not.
Now,
You know, and it's
she was cooking on that. I can't argue with her about that.
and I get. I can't pinpoint the reason I don't like her. That's the problem. I guess my problem is like, and it's not just Monique, it's anybody. And it doesn't matter if they're black, it doesn't matter if they're white. Like the skin color is that means nothing to me. I guess it's like I guess it's like the outspokenness.
Yeah.
I don't mind people that are outspoken, but like I guess I don't like it when all I'm hearing is somebody complaining and they're pretending to be a victim.
Yep.
I
Yep.
don't I don't like that. Like I know real victims. You're not one.
Yep.
Like I know real true blue victims, and it's like that's not you're not a victim. And I guess it's like I don't mind the outspokenness. I think that people who are victims, and this kind of goes back to the rape allegations, right? Like people that are legitimate victims, they're not really outspoken. And I mean, and that's in any facet of life. It doesn't have to just do with rape. I'm saying with anything
Right.
in life, nah, I don't want to put numbers on it, but I'd say like probably 7, maybe 6 out of 10 people aren't going to say anything because it's shameful. Like I'm a victim. Like your pride gets in the way, dude.
Yep.
Like I don't want to be looked at as a victim. So it's always kind of shocking to me when somebody comes out and says I'm a victim, I'm this. I didn't get a Netflix special because I'm black, and and it's like, hey, dude, you, no, you didn't get a Netflix special because you suck.
Yeah.
Like
Right now.
you're not in your prime. Like nobody. Hey, man, nobody's jumping at the bit to see fucking Monique fucking like perform. Like I'm sorry. Like
That just is what it is. That's the reality.
yeah, dude, and it's like I get it. At one time you were a hot commodity. I get it. You were popping. You had some clout, but that ship has sailed. That's no more. Like, and I'm sure that's a tough thing for celebrities to deal with. I mean, look at Kanye, dude. He's crashing out to a whole different degree.
Dude.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah,
I don't
dude.
even know where to start with that.
Dude.
I don't even know where to start with that.
Well, you know, uh, yeah.
Where do you even start with that?
There's so much, right? Like, are you a Nazi? You fucking your cousin? You hate the Jews? I mean, he's covered pretty much all topics, dude.
Everything. Yeah.
What I want is I
Yeah.
want a fucking Kanye podcast.
Oh my god.
I want Kanye to have his own podcast, dude. Like in my opinion, that is the natural progression of what he needs to do, dude. Like he would have the highest ranked podcast of all time, dude.
He would. I can't even believe.
He
So
goes,
wild.
yeah, dude, talking about how his mom was an undercover lesbian. The Jews control the world.
Yeah, been sucked my cousin's dick till he was 14. I
Yeah,
mean,
dude, like, hey, man, that's pretty cool stuff, dude. Like,
it's a cool guy sharing a moment.
yeah, dude, hey, when's your new album coming out? That's all I want to know, dude. Like, hey, I asked one question, Kanye. When's your new album coming out? I didn't need all that other shit, dude. But good for him, man. Good for him. It's got to be cathartic to get that shit off your chest to the entire world, man.
I'll tell you one thing: if somebody's cock was in my mouth, you'll never know.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll say it on my deathbed.
Yeah.
Then I'll say the N word, and then I'm gonna pass away.
The way God intended, dude.
Yeah.
Gotta,
no,
gotta go
no
down
fucking
slurring,
chance.
dude.
No chance. I'm telling the public I was sucking my cousin's dick
No, man.
until I was 14, dude.
Nope.
No chance. No chance.
Nope.
I mean, his kids are gonna see that. I mean, Jesus
That's where my
Christ, man.
mind goes. It's like, hey, man, I'm all
Jesus
for
Christ.
revealing your demons and getting your skeletons out of your closet. Like, I'm all for it. You know, I'm all for it, man. But like, there's a time and place, and the whole world doesn't need to know your business like that. Like your close ones, your loved ones, sure, I can understand that. A therapist, absolutely. And I mean,
Yeah.
even when his kids are older, like if he wants to have that conversation with his kids, like, hey, when I was this, I might have acted towards you like this, like that, or overprotected, whatever, because I was hurt as a child, or I hurt a child, like whatever the case is. If you want to reveal that to your kids so they know their parent, I think that's healthy, you
Right.
know, but not like this. Like that's a conversation that needs to be had face to face with clarity and understanding, not just I sucked my cousin's dick till he was 14, dude. Like, yeah, dude, and your kids are going to see this with no context behind it other than, yeah, dad was unhinged. Um, it's unfortunate, man, because his kids are going to he's fucking his kids up, dude.
Yeah.
Hopefully his kids, and I never thought I'd ever say this, but hopefully Kim is on top of it as a mom and getting the kids in a healthy spot, lining them up with therapists and a lot of love and support, because that's a pretty heavy cross to bear, dude.
Oh yeah.
Like it'd be one thing if your dad or your mom was was unknown or relatively unknown or obscure. Like that's one thing. Like yeah, everybody's got dysfunction, everybody's got skeletons in their family's closet. There's not one family or person that doesn't. But your dad is quite literally a megastar. Like a mega star. At one time for good things, now for different things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's weird, dude. Like I feel bad for that. I just feel bad for him, dude.
It's uh
But the one thing that disappoints me is like, and I'm no better. Like I make jokes about it and shit. But what disappoints me about the media is like nobody's having the discussion about mental health when it comes to him. Like nobody's having that discussion, dude. And it's real. Like they should be asking the hard questions. Like, okay, is Kanye having these spaz outs because of a mental health condition, which I think he is?
yeah, 100%.
But what caused the mental health conditions? Was he born like that? Or was it the things that he saw growing up as a child? Whether it was the things he said, like seeing magazines, sucking his cousin's dick, you know, reenacting the things he saw in the magazine. Because those are norm. I don't want to say normal, but to a degree they are for kids. Like if you see shit you're not supposed to as a kid, and you don't know what you're seeing, and you're trying to process it, you're gonna react by example, right? Like that's just how kids work. Like they're impressionable. Like you grow up in an abusive household, you see mommy or daddy, and you see daddy beating on mommy, then you grow up thinking, oh, okay, it's okay to hit women. It's okay to beat bitches. Like daddy did it. You know what I mean? Like,
Yep, yep.
so I don't want to say that's normal to go and suck your cousin's dick. Bless you. But as a child, you see that shit in magazines and you're like, oh, you know, that's how two men express love to each other. And you're my cousin and I love you. Let me suck your dick. Like, I know it sounds crazy, but you got to put yourself in a child's shoes, man.
Yeah,
Especially
that
if you
is
don't,
true.
especially if you don't have anybody guiding you differently. So it's like, I'm not trying to make excuses for the man, not at all. What I'm saying is, damn dog, like, did those events that you did as a child or that you were exposed to as a child, did those cause whatever mental conditions you have? And that's always been a question that's kind of perplexed me, is like, hey man, like, are people born with a chemical deficiency or a chemical unbalance or a chemical imbalance, I should say, that makes them, you know, bipolar, schizophrenic, depressed, anxious, or are people already predisposed to those conditions, but certain traumatic events that you might not even know are traumatic until years after are
Right.
those the events that trigger it, that make, you know, is that your brain's way of fucking coping with reality? I don't know, man. I just think a bigger discussion needs to be had on a much bigger platform than popping off, dude.
No, I agree. There's something definitely some underlying shit going on there.
Well, yeah, his wires are crossed, man. His wires are crossed, dude. You know, and you know, there is no normal, right? Like, there is no normal, but there is a standard operating procedure for normalcy. Like, there's a baseline, right? And
Yeah.
his baseline's not. He doesn't know. I don't even think he knows what the baseline is. Because, like, the way he's behaving, you know, you don't act like that in public. You don't behave like that on the internet. You don't say those kinds of things on the internet. But then again, it makes me think, what's a better place to say those things? Like,
I guess so. I mean, I don't know.
I see people always saying, like, why doesn't anybody get him help? Dude, it's Kanye West, man. The guy's got billions. Like, do you think that he has handlers? Do you think that there's people in his corner that can control him? Absolutely not. Dude, I'm just fucking Pd PopOff, right? I make 70 grand a year, and none of you can control me.
Yep.
Imagine if I had $2 fucking billion. Dude, I'd tell you all to go shit in your hat, dude.
Fuck.
Like, it reminds me of drug addiction, dude. Like, you can tell somebody until they're blue in the face. You can try to intervene and send them to rehab and send them to therapy. But until that person wants help and wants to actually fix their shit, you know, ain't nothing gonna change, dog. Bless you.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing
It
gonna
ain't gonna
change,
happen.
dude. That's fine, though, dude. He just was sucking some cousin dick.
I mean, keep it in the family, I
Yeah,
guess.
dude. I thought this was America, dude. I thought this was America, dude. Bless you.
If it would have been in Alabama, it's just another day at your
Just a
cousin's.
Tuesday. Just a Tuesday.
It's just a fucking.
Just a Tuesday. It's fine, though.
But it's all wild shit coming out now because I guess Jeffree Star is saying that he had sex with Kanye now. And,
Jeffree Star, that's the tranny, right?
I don't know if they're a I mean, they use they put makeup on, but I don't think they're trying to be a one. I don't know what the fuck he is. He's a creature, that's for sure.
There's a creature from the Black Lagoon, dude.
But here's the thing: I actually rock out with a lot of his shit. He's like very far right. Like he's right leaning. He's not with all the trans bullshit and stuff like that.
Okay, so he's just a
He's not
dude,
with the
like,
pedophile bullshit. He don't like none of those.
Yeah, you
Like
shouldn't be.
you guys give us a bad name, a bad rap, you
Okay,
know,
so he's a
and then
drag queen.
I think so,
Because,
yeah.
like, from my limited understanding, a drag queen is just a man who parades as a woman because it's fun. Like, I have a few gay friends, and they're drag queens. They go to drag shows, they compete in drag shows, but they are not transgender. They don't think that they're a woman in a man's body, nothing
Yeah,
like that.
I don't think that he thinks he's a woman. He just wears makeup and shit like that, but I don't he doesn't have fake tits or anything like that, or I don't think he chopped off his dick. I don't know.
Well, it's like, dude, Kanye, man, if you're bisexual or you're gay, let it hang. Nobody gives a fuck, dude. Like nobody gives a fuck, dude. It's 2025, dude. So what if you're gay? Nobody cares. I promise you, nobody cares.
Uh-huh.
And it's funny too, because I remember when he came out way back in the day, the college dropout days. Before that, when he was on the mixtape circuit with Little Brother and shit like that, and
Uh-huh.
Consequence and all that, there was a lot of talk that he was gay. A lot of talk that he was gay, bro. And that's one of the primary reasons that they didn't let him be a rapper. They're like, nah, dude, you're just gonna be a producer, bro. Like the time frame isn't right for you. I don't know, man. Like I don't really think anybody would give a shit, would they? I mean, I wouldn't.
The black community would.
You think so?
I think so.
Well, I can't really speak on behalf of the for the black community or on behalf of them. I don't really know what they're thinking about Kanye. Do they rock with Kanye?
I don't know where they're at now with it. He's kind of like on his own island now, from what I could see.
Damn,
But it's
dog.
like, yeah, they shame every black artist that's gay. I mean, you know, they crucified Lil Nas X, and you know,
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I guess that's the common ground with the black community. And like I don't really claim a community. Like I'm not a part of the white community. I'm not a part of the Russian community, the Polish community, the black Puerto
uh,
Rican. I'm not a
like,
part of any of the communities. I'm just like I am the community, bitch.
yeah, I claim the Third Reich.
Oh, there it is. There it is. You got it, Kanye. You got it, dude. You got it.
We need to go back to our traditional values.
Dude, so crazy coming from a mulatto man, dude. So crazy, dude. Like
Oh,
listeners hearing this, they don't understand that you're mulatto, dude. Like I'll never forget
yeah,
you called me that one night drunk. You're like, I'm a fucking anomaly, dude.
yeah.
I'm an anomaly. That's why I
If you
say,
really
dude.
think about it, if you
I
really think about it,
I feel you, dude. Like I get it, but it's like, yeah, that's why I call. I remember when I first met you, I was like, is he Polynesian, dude? Is he from Hawaii? Is he Mexican? Like, nah, dude, he's
I
black and
get it.
white.
Yeah, everything.
Hey,
Samoan,
Samoa,
Islander, you name it. You name it, I've heard it.
the Samoan sugar daddy. Oh
Yeah,
yeah, dude,
like
that's your new moniker, dude. The Samoan sugar daddy, the Polynesian
lit-
Punisher, dude.
literally when I did construction, I was doing masonry. This Mexican guy came up to me. He's like, "Hey, man, we just want to know, like, how is your English so good?" Couldn't believe that I spoke such good English, like with no accent or nothing. I was like, "Uh, not Mexican, dog. I'm black and Irish."
Yep. See that right there, dude. Like my
He's
aunt
like,
Michelle used to
"Really?"
always tell me, dude, you can never judge a book by its cover, dude.
Yeah, unless you're
Can't
at the
assume,
Waffle House.
dude.
All right, we got a technique that stops all fights. I saw a dog video the other day.
Dude.
It'll stop a fight right in its tracks.
Oh yeah, dude. If you guys want to see that video he's talking about, just check out my TikTok. It's the fucking video that's blurred and says graphic warning footage.
Yep,
Warning graphic footage. It's pretty
yep,
cool.
yeah. Put Steven Seagal shit to shame.
What's crazy, dude, is that you looked it up and it's an actual fucking technique, dude.
Huh?
It's
Yep,
fucking crazy.
yep. Learn something new every day.
Goddamn right, dude. Goddamn right, dude. Ugh. Yeah, dude. Well, we went down memory lane, and then we took a left at rape. We took a right at Kanye.
Yep.
Pretty cool shit.
Yep. It ends at the third right.
Jesus Christ. I mean, it is fitting, dude. That is the final solution, you know?
Yep. Yep.
Jesus Christ, dude.
It's just
Yeah.
jokes, guys. It's just jokes. Don't
Yeah,
take
but
it seriously.
I don't know if this will get monetized. That's all right, dude. Like I told these fuckers from the start, I'm doing it for the love of the game, dude. I'm doing it for the love of the game. Hey, we're gonna usher back free speech, dude. It's just jokes. This shit is not dicks. You don't have to take them so hard. And you know what? You don't have to take them at all.
Right?
You don't have to. You have the freedom of turning the goddamn channel. You have the freedom of not listening. Fuck you, dude. Which brings me back. Let me circle back to memory lane. I don't know why this just popped in my head, but I remember I used to go with my dad. Like I told you, my dad drove truck for shit 30 some odd years, and before his accident, I would go out with him every summer, like clockwork. Like I'm out of school, I go with my pops, and he would pay me, dude. Like we would go to like certain jobs, certain fucking warehouses, and when he would drop off the trailer, sometimes it'd have to be unloaded. And this was back in the day where the driver would have to pay a lumper to unload the truck. And my dad was like, fuck that. These guys charge too much. I'll pay you $100. Go unload the truck. Now, at, 11, 12, 13, I'm like, $100? That's $100 a day, bro. Or every other day. I'm like, fuck yes. Let's go, dude. Um, so it was like, it was developing like work ethic. He was teaching me some lessons, but that was hard work. And I remember we were on one trip, dude, and he never took me back out. This was the trip that broke him, dude. Uh, he had a condo sleeper, which to the people out there that don't know, that's like a double decker truck with two bunks. There was a bunk on the bottom, a bunk on top. And my dad's truck was fully fucking outfitted, dude. He had a PlayStation, he had a TV, a fridge, he had everything, dude. So one night, you know, he worked all day. He drove. This was back when you could drive 12, 13 hours. He was cooked, man. And I was on the top bunk, and it was a process. You get out of the top bunk, go out the door, walk to the truck stop, take your piss, take your shit. It was just a process. And I didn't want to have to do all of that, wake him up. Like, I just want him to sleep. So I decided I was going to take a piss in a bottle. Because, like, I've seen other people do it. I've seen him do it. Just piss in the bottle. So I'm on the top bunk and I'm pissing in the bottle. Everything's fine. Everything is fine. Well, I put the bottle between like the head. I guess you would call it a headboard and the mattress. And I was zipping up my pants, and I guess I shifted my weight just right, and it created too big of a crack, and that bottle fell down and slapped him in the head, dude. And there was no top on it.
Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
dude, piss all over, dude. And he didn't realize it was piss, dude. He threw a fit. He freaked out, bro. He lost his shit. But then, dude, he went absolute. He had a full fledged chimp out, dude. He was. What is it? What is it? Is this piss? Is this fucking piss? Oh, dude. Top 10 scary moment of my life. I balled up into the corner. I balled up into the corner, the far end corner of the bunk, where he couldn't reach me unless he climbed up there, dude. He lost all composure, dude. He tried getting a hold of me, dude, and I was kicking my feet out at him like, "Get back, get back!" It was like a gorilla was attacking at the zoo, dude. It was insane. And he fucking once he realized like he was gonna kill me, he stripped his bed. He fucking left the truck. He didn't come back that entire night, dude.
Oh, shit.
Oh yeah, dude. He went off his plot, dude. Come to find out, dude, he fucking went into the back of the trailer and slept in the back of the trailer, bro.
Oh,
Oh, dude,
Oh,
he didn't even
man.
want to be. Oh, dude, you want to talk about?
Don't even look at me.
Yeah,
Don't even fucking look at me.
yeah. You want to talk about? I think I was like 12. You want to talk about feeling like a piece of shit?
Oh, man.
I felt so bad, dude. I genuinely felt bad, dude. But that's not what broke him, dude. That was just the lead up, dude. This is what really broke him, dude. I think we were in Virginia. I think we were in Roanoke, actually. I don't know why I can remember where we were at, but we were traveling down the highway. And he had, like I said, he had a refrigerator, he had a cooler. Like his whole truck was outfitted, bro. And,
Ready to go.
oh, yeah. And he had a cooler full of like cold cuts, ice, drinks and shit like that, just so we could grab it from the cooler and keep it pushing. His fridge was on the fritz, so he had a cooler. So as we're going down the road, he pulls over at a Petro, which is a truck stop. We get to the Petro, and I use the cool. He was laying down, and I used the cooler as like a booster because like to climb up on that top bunk, that first step's a doozy, boy. Well, when I did that, my foot slipped and I knocked over the cooler, bro. Dude, and this is like a big fucking cooler, dude. This is like a fucking huge cooler for like a sports team, dude.
Right, right.
All melted ice, all water, dude. I flooded his entire cab of his truck, dog. I mean the
Oh,
I
shit.
mean like I'm talking like legitimate flood. And this was back in the day before cell phones were a thing. But they had just started putting computers into the truck. Just like a little rinky dink keyboard with a little screen on the keyboard, like a little computer. That's where he would
Right,
get his
right.
dispatches and shit like that. Bro, I fried his computer and it just kept beeping. Beep, 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 beep. So, like, he was pissed. He was like, what the fuck are you doing? You fucking big mama Luca, you big bastard. What the fuck are you doing? He's like, are you fucking retarded? No, honestly, I'm asking you, are you fucking retarded? Yeah, dude. So I get all a bunch of towels. I clean up the water. And he had an air compressor under his seat. So I used the air compressor that was attached to his fucking air compressor tanks, and we're drying out the truck. We get the truck dried, but the computer won't stop beeping, dude. He finally lays down. It's been like an hour cleanup process. Computer's still beeping. Yeah. He's like, I can't fucking sleep with this computer. Beep, 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 beep. Bro, he threw it underneath his bunk. He like corded and everything, threw it underneath the bunk. He's laying there. I'm laying up in the top bunk giggling, dude, because it is funny. Like beep 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 beep. It was like it was like that movie Falling Down, where like he's had so much shit thrown his way, and then that fly lands on his face, and he just loses all composure.
That's it. That's all it takes.
Bro, he's just laying there. All of a sudden, I see my dad get up and grab his knife. Top 10 scariest moment, dude, of my life. I was like, oh, fuck, dude, this is it. This is how my story ends. 12 years old. My stepdad is about to gut me like a fucking flounder, dude. He opens up his bunk. He cuts the cord to the computer and throws it out the window, dude.
That's it.
That was it, dude. He
Off
didn't,
you go.
he didn't say a word to me, put his knife away and went to sleep, dude. I, and then like I gotta egg him on, like, hey, Dad, how are you gonna get communications? I don't know. What do you mean you don't know?
Yeah,
Just what I told you. I don't know.
we'll cross that bridge when we get
We
there.
can't, dude. Yeah, dude, from Virginia, I don't know. He must have made some calls to dispatch because all I know is from Virginia we went right back to New York, and he was like, "All right, you're good, go home." Like, I'm gonna stay
Yeah.
home for 3 days, and I'm going back on the road. Get the fuck out of my truck. Don't even look at me, dude.
Oh, shit.
That's fine. Good times, dude.
Just two cool guys sharing a moment.
Yeah, dude. I remember he stabbed me in the hand with a pen. He claims it was on accident, but he laughed way too hard for that to be an accident.
Yeah. You gotta fucking learn.
Yep.
Don't mess around.
I almost got him beat up. Yeah.
Oh God.
I was using his CB, dude. He was inside the truck stop, and I was on the CB just talking shit, reckless shit. You
Oh
know,
no.
just stirring the pot.
Yeah, yeah.
He's in the truck stop, and I'm seeing all these trucks go by. I'm like, hey, TRL number 523, whatever. You're a fucking faggot. Look at you, you fucking cum drinking bitch.
Oh my God, dude. The fucking truck drivers is crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's fucking insane.
Oh yeah, dude. Just
And
talking.
those old school dudes too that
Oh
you're fucking
yeah.
talking shit to.
A
You're
hundred
talking to
percent,
old
dude.
school dudes.
Yeah, dude. I was 12 years old. I just learned what swear words and fucking slur words and all that cool shit is, dude.
Oh
So
my
I
God.
was using them like it was my new vocabulary, which it was. You get one person riled up, and they're like,
Yep.
"Oh yeah, bitch, where the fuck are you?" And I'm like, "I'm in this." At the time, he was driving for a company called Trans Am, and I was like, "I'm in Trans Am." Da, 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 da. My dad comes out and he's like, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing?" I'm like, "Huh?" He's like, "There's people in the truck stop talking about my truck." I'm like, "Huh?" He's like, "Yeah, what the
Me?
fuck are?" Yeah. He's like, "Wait, no, what are you doing?" And I told him because I thought it was hysterical. Bro, he gave me it's called a cocotazo. That's what he calls it. It's like when you slap somebody in their head, but with the knuckle of
Yeah,
your ring finger.
yeah, yeah.
He's like, Pete, you realize there are truck drivers in there wanting to beat the shit out of whoever is in that Trans Am truck,
Oh my
right?
God.
I'm like, huh? He's like, we can't even stay here. We gotta fucking go. He got in the truck and he hauled ass down the highway to the next truck stop.
Jesus. Gonna get us fucking ran off the road.
Yeah, dude. I didn't realize the
into.
implications, dude. I thought I was just talking shit, having a good old time, but he's in the truck stop and there's commotion amongst the drivers in there. Like, hey, find that Trans Am truck and let's fuck him up, dude. And they're gonna see my dad and think it's my dad popping shit, dude. Nasty work, dude.
That is nasty
Hey,
work.
that's what you get, Pappy. That's what you get, dude. You gotta earn your stripes if you want to be my dad, dude.
Fucking crazy.
You want to be my dad? You ain't my dad. You gotta earn your fucking stripes around here, pops. Oh
You're
man,
just lucky he's nice enough he ain't fucking
turn me in, yeah,
left
yeah.
left you nowhere.
He sort of did. He sort of did at Syracuse. That was the piss trip.
Yeah.
That was the piss trip. We got back to New York and he was like, "Hey, you gotta come pick your son up. You gotta come pick him up." So my mom drove to fucking Syracuse and picked me up, and because I was pissed at him, like, "Hey, fuck you, dude. Like, I don't want to go home. Nope, you gotta go home. You gotta go home."
Yep.
So when we got to Syracuse and mom picked me up, him and mom were having dinner, and I put all his landing gears down on his truck.
Oh fuck.
So, because I knew he wasn't gonna check, so when he drove away, his landing gears were gonna be scraping on the goddamn asphalt, which they did. Which they did.
Nasty work, dude.
Oh yeah, I don't, dude.
A
I
little
win.
parting gift for the road.
Yeah, I win, dude. I win, dude. Dude, just going down memory lane with you just got me thinking I was a real piece of shit. Like,
Huh? Fucking sack of shit like Chow.
yeah, dude. Hey, it's all out of love, Dad. You earned your stripes. I call you my dad now. You're my dad. You're not my stepdad. You passed the test, dude. You ran the gauntlet and passed the test, dude.
The gauntlet of shit.
That's right.
Shit gauntlet.
That's it, dude. I now give you freedom to fuck my mom, dude.
Oh my God.
I now give you the pass to fuck my mom, dude.
We made a fucking sharp turn there.
No, I mean, like, you were gonna, let's be real. He was gonna do it anyways, right?
Yeah. He doesn't
But
need a
now
cosign for that.
yeah, but now you can do it without me getting upset at you, dude. Like, you've earned,
Oh my
you've
God.
earned your way to my mom's vagina, and I'm cool with it now.
Oh my god.
It's fine. It's fine.
Oh. Oh my god.
Why are you saying, dude? You acting like my mom's vagina is gross. Fuck you, dude. You don't know what fuck you, dude. Who are you?
That's not what I'm saying.
Yeah, dude, my mom's vagina is probably nice, dude. Fuck you, dude.
Ah.
Don't. Who are you to throw your nose up at my mom's vagina, dude?
I know what kind of films you like to watch. Oh, stepmother.
Hey, oh,
You stuck in the
stepmom.
you stuck in the dishwasher.
Oh, fuck off, dude. You tell me you don't watch mom's milfs getting stuck in the fuck underneath the coffee table and shit. Oh, I was getting some clothes underneath your bed and I'm stuck, stepson.
No, the best ones are like there's three people sitting on the couch, and then the other two people act like they're so engaged in the football game while the chick is just getting plowed right next to them. I'm like, that's pretty cool, Lane. You know? You know?
Hear no
It's
evil,
like the
see
dad,
no evil, smell no
yeah,
evil.
it's
Dude.
like the dad and the brother are sitting there, like eating chips out of a fucking bowl. You know, they got their chips and dip, just watching the game. And the daughter walks over and sits on some guy's lap and just starts fucking him right there. And they're literally like a foot apart. And they're just like, man, they're just locked in, bro.
Yeah,
They got
hey,
their fucking bets on DraftKings just locked in,
hey,
not
respect,
even paying attention.
respect,
Like,
dude. They know where their priorities are, dude.
that's a really cool lane.
That could be a big winner, dude.
Focused on their parlays.
Yeah, dude. But no, seriously though, dude, let's get back to it. Who the fuck are
Oh,
you to be fucking sticking your nose up at my mom's vagina like it's gross, dude? Fuck you, dude.
are you saying you want me to stick? You want me to? Is that what you're saying? I'm so confused on what you're getting at right now.
That's fine, dude. That's fine, dude.
I don't look down on any vaginas.
All right.
How dare you assume that I would fucking think someone's is
You
better than
assume.
the other, dude?
You assume
Yeah, you assume
that
that
I'm sticking
I
my
will.
nose up
No,
at your mom's vagina.
yeah, dude, I'll stick my nose in any vagina.
Hey,
I don't
dude.
care, male, female, dog, goat, horse, you name it.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
As long
That's a
as
whole
it's,
different lane, dude. That's
as long as they're kings and queens above 18, no fucking problem.
so it's not bestiality if the dog's of consenting age.
It's got to be in dog years, yeah. Got to be of legal dog years.
I got a pretty cool picture to show you then. It might get you fucking wax your weasel to it, dude.
Yeah, I'll whistle on this root.
All right. Well, I think we're gonna end on that, dude. I think that's much better. I think it's way better to end on that than on fucking the Hitler shit.
Yeah, I think so.
Good. All right. Well, look, man, I'm gonna get this here container, dude, and run this route. I will talk to you later.
Sounds good, man. Do it safe. And,
We'll see
your
how
mom's
long.
a wonderful woman, dude.
Yeah, dude, yeah.
That's what you want me to say.
No, in all transparency, I want to say I'm sure your mom has a wonderful vagina, Pete.
Oh my god.
All right. She's a silver queen, and she's gonna be respected as such.
I'm sure it's fucking wonderful.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm better now, dude.
That's so. I feel like I'm one step away from sucking my cousin's dick.
Hell yeah, dude.
Oh,
I support it, dude. We're in 2025. I support it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude. Off the rails. Off we go. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Poppin' Off. Yeah, dude, we went a little off the rails, and that's fine. That's what we're about over here at Poppin' Off. Just understand it's just for jokes. It's just for giggles. It's just guys being guys, right? We got to a place in our culture where everything was censored, everything was offensive. Relax. It's not that serious. All right? It's for giggles. If you're offended, like I said earlier, you don't got to listen. You can go right down the street to fuck yourself avenue. Other than that, man, hey, if you're into this kind of humor, you're into this kind of banter, you're into this fucking kind of entertainment, check me out on all socials. I'm on the TikTok, I'm on the fucking Mark Zuckerberg, I'm on the Instagram, X, aka Twitter, Clapper. Where else are we? Oh yeah, we're on the YouTube. Make sure you like and subscribe. All future podcasts will be put up there. Wherever you want to get your podcast from, whether it's Spotify, Apple, or YouTube, I'm there, baby. Your boy Pd PopOff's there, baby. Appreciate you guys. Have a good one.